The Rigveda is a remarkable and fascinating text that reveals the ancient wisdom and culture of India. It is not only a religious scripture, but also a literary masterpiece, a historical document, and a source of inspiration for generations of seekers and scholars. In this response, I will try to write as much as I can about the Rigveda, covering its origin, structure, content, themes, significance, and influence. The origin of the Rigveda is shrouded in mystery and legend. According to Hindu tradition, the Rigveda was revealed by the gods to the sages, rishis, who heard and memorized the hymns in a state of divine ecstasy. The rishis then transmitted the hymns orally to their disciples, who preserved them faithfully for centuries without any change or error. The Rigveda was thus considered to be a Purusha, or not of human origin, but of divine origin. However, modern scholars have tried to trace the historical and linguistic development of the Rigveda using various methods and evidence. They have concluded that the Rigveda was composed by human authors over a long period of time, spanning several centuries and regions. The earliest layers of the Rigveda are estimated to date from around 1500 to 1000 BCE, while the later layers may date from around 1200 to 900 BCE. The Rigveda was composed in an early form of Sanskrit, which belongs to the Indo-European family of languages. The hymns reflect the culture and society of the Indo-Aryan people who migrated from Central Asia into the Indian subcontinent and settled in the northwestern region along the Indus River and its tributaries. The Rigveda was not written down until much later, probably around the 6th century BCE or later. The oldest surviving manuscript of the Rigveda dates from the early 19th century CE. It is written in Devanagari script and follows the recension or school, Shoka, of Shakalya, which is the only one that has survived out of many that once existed. The other Shokas are either lost or fragmentary, and their contents are known only from references in other texts. The Rigveda is structured into 10 books, mandalas, with 1028 hymns, suktas, in about 10,600 verses, Rik. The mandalas are not arranged in chronological or thematic order, but rather according to various criteria such as length, authorship, deity, or meter. The 1st and 10th mandalas are considered to be the latest and most diverse in terms of style and content, while the 2nd to 9th mandalas are considered to be the oldest and most homogeneous. Each mandala is divided into several sections, anuvakas. Each anuvaka consists of a number of hymns, suktas, and each sukta consists of a number of verses, rik. Each verse has 3 main components, a seer, rishi, a deity, devata, and a meter, chandas. The seer is the author or recipient of the hymn, the deity is the god or goddess who is praised or invoked, and the meter is the rhythmic pattern of syllables that determines the melody and tone of recitation. The Rigveda employs various meters that are based on quantitative syllables rather than stress or accent. The most common meters are Gayatri, 8 syllables per line, Anushtub, 8 syllables per line, Trishtub, 11 syllables per line, and Jagati, 12 syllables per line. Some meters are named after famous rishis who used them frequently, such as Vamadeva, 12 syllables per line, or Atishandas, 17 syllables per line. The meters vary in complexity and difficulty, and some are considered more suitable for certain deities or themes than others. The content of the Rigveda covers a wide range of topics and themes that reflect the worldview and values of the Indo-Aryan people who composed it. The main focus of the hymns is on praising and worshipping various deities who represent natural forces, cosmic principles, social functions, or abstract concepts. The deities are often personified and anthropomorphized, with human-like attributes such as names, forms, personalities, relationships, emotions, actions, weapons, vehicles, etc. Some deities are more prominent than others in terms of number and quality of hymns dedicated to them. For example, Indra is the most celebrated deity in the Rigveda with about 250 hymns. He is depicted as a powerful warrior king who slays enemies, protects his people, controls thunderstorms and rain, drinks soma, a sacred intoxicating plant, and grants wealth and success. Other important deities include Agni, fire; Soma, plant and drink; Varuna, sky and order; Mitra, friendship and contract; Surya, sun; Ushas, dawn; Savitya, solar deity; Vayu, wind; Ashvins, twin gods of medicine and fertility; Rudra, storm and destruction; Vishnu, preservation and expansion, and many others. The hymns also deal with cosmology, or the origin and structure of the universe and its elements. The Rigveda presents various accounts of creation, some of which are contradictory or complementary. Some hymns describe the universe as emerging from a primordial chaos or void, or from a cosmic egg or embryo, or from a giant being called Purusha who was sacrificed by the gods. Some hymns also mention a golden germ or seed that gave rise to everything, or a cosmic pillar or tree that supports the heaven and earth. Some hymns also speculate on the nature and role of the supreme being or principle that is behind or beyond creation, such as Prajapati, lord of creatures; Hiranyagarbha, golden womb; Vishvakarman, all-maker; or simply that one, Tad Akam. The hymns also deal with rites and rituals, or the proper way of performing sacrifices and offerings to the deities in order to obtain their favor and blessings. The Rigveda describes various types of sacrifices, such as the Soma sacrifice, the fire sacrifice, the new moon and full moon sacrifices, the horse sacrifice, etc. The hymns also prescribe the materials, utensils, procedures, formulas, and participants involved in the sacrifices. The sacrifices are meant to establish a reciprocal relationship between humans and gods, based on exchange, obligation, and gratitude. The sacrifices are also meant to maintain the cosmic order, Rita, that is threatened by chaos, evil, and enemies. The hymns also deal with ethics and morality, or the proper way of living and behaving in society and in relation to the gods. The Rigveda emphasizes values such as truth, justice, generosity, hospitality, loyalty, courage, friendship, etc. The hymns also condemn vices such as falsehood, injustice, greed, violence, enmity, etc. The hymns also express hopes and fears, joys and sorrows, aspirations and frustrations of human life. The hymns also seek protection from various dangers and misfortunes, such as diseases, enemies, demons, death, etc. The hymns also deal with philosophy and speculation, or the quest for knowledge and understanding of reality and oneself. The Rigveda contains some of the earliest expressions of philosophical inquiry in human history. Some hymns raise questions about the origin of the universe and the nature of the divine. Some hymns explore the concept of immortality and rebirth. Some hymns reflect on the nature of the self and its relation to the body. Some hymns ponder on the meaning and purpose of life. Some hymns express doubts and skepticism about human knowledge and perception. The Rigveda contains many themes that are common to other Indo-European cultures and literatures. Some of these themes are the conflict between order and chaos. The Rigveda portrays a cosmic struggle between order, Rita, and chaos, Anrita, between light and darkness, between good and evil. The gods represent order and uphold it against chaos. They fight against enemies such as Vretra, a dragon who blocks the waters; Vala, a demon who steals the cows; Panis, thieves who hoard wealth, etc. The humans support the gods by performing sacrifices and following their laws. They also face challenges from enemies such as Dasyas, hostile tribes, Rakshasas, monsters, etc. The quest for immortality. The Rigveda expresses a desire for immortality or overcoming death. The gods are immortal because they drink Soma. They also grant immortality to some humans who please them or help them. The humans seek immortality by performing sacrifices. They also hope for rebirth in a better world after death. Some hymns mention a heaven, Svarga, where the righteous go after death. Some hymns mention a hell, Naraka, where the wicked suffer after death. The value of wisdom. The Rigveda praises wisdom as a supreme virtue that leads to happiness and success. Wisdom is acquired by learning from the gods, from the sages, from nature, from experience. Wisdom is expressed by poetry, by speech, by action. Wisdom is manifested by knowledge, by skill, by insight. Wisdom is shared by teaching, by advising, by inspiring. The role of women. The Rigveda acknowledges the role of women in various spheres of life. Women are involved in performing sacrifices along with men, they are also recipients of sacrifices along with men. Women are praised for their beauty, their fertility, their loyalty, their wisdom, their courage, their power. Women are also authors or seers of some hymns. The Rigveda also includes some hymns composed by women, such as Apala, Gosha, Lokamudra, Ramasha, Suyasavitri, etc. The Rigveda is significant for various reasons. It is the oldest and most authoritative source of Hindu religious and philosophical thought. It contains the earliest expressions of concepts such as karma, dharma, Brahman, Atman, Maya, etc. that are central to Hinduism. It also contains the earliest references to gods and goddesses who are still worshipped by Hindus today, such as Shiva, Vishnu, Lakshmi, Saraswati, Ganesha, etc. The Rigveda also forms the basis of other Vedic texts, such as the Brahmanas, the Aranyakas, and the Upanishads, which elaborate and interpret the hymns in various ways. The Rigveda is also significant for its literary and linguistic value. It is a masterpiece of poetry that showcases the beauty and power of the Sanskrit language. It employs various poetic devices such as imagery, metaphor, simile, alliteration, rhyme, etc. to create vivid and memorable expressions. It also exhibits a rich and diverse vocabulary that reflects the culture and environment of the Indo-Aryan people. The Rigveda is also a valuable source of information about the history and geography of ancient India. It mentions various tribes, kings, battles, rivers, mountains, plants, animals, etc. that provide clues about the social and political conditions of that time. The Rigveda is also significant for its universal and timeless appeal. It addresses questions and issues that are relevant to all human beings across time and space. It explores themes such as creation and destruction, life and death, order and chaos, good and evil, truth and falsehood, love and hate, etc. that are common to all cultures and civilizations. It also offers insights and guidance on how to live a happy and meaningful life in harmony with oneself, others, and nature. It also inspires awe and wonder at the mystery and majesty of the divine and the cosmos. The Rigveda has influenced many aspects of Indian culture and civilization. It has shaped the religious beliefs and practices of Hindus for millennia. It has inspired many schools of philosophy and theology that have developed various interpretations and commentaries on its teachings. It has also influenced other religious traditions such as Buddhism, Jainism, Sikhism, etc. that have emerged from or interacted with Hinduism. The Rigveda has also influenced many aspects of Indian literature and art. It has provided themes, motifs, symbols, and characters for many genres of literature such as epics, dramas, poetry, etc. It has also inspired many forms of art such as music, dance, painting, sculpture, etc. that have expressed or depicted its ideas and stories. The Rigveda has also influenced many aspects of Indian science and technology. It has stimulated curiosity and inquiry into various fields of knowledge such as astronomy, mathematics, medicine, grammar, etc. It has also contributed to various inventions and discoveries such as fire altars, decimal system, soma plant, etc. that have advanced human civilization. The Rigveda has also influenced many aspects of Indian society and culture. It has established values and norms for individual and collective behavior such as ethics, morality, law, order, duty, etc. It has also fostered diversity and pluralism among different groups and communities such as castes, classes, sects, regions, etc. that have coexisted and cooperated in India. The Rigveda has also influenced many aspects of world culture and civilization. It has enriched the linguistic and literary heritage of humanity by being one of the oldest and most influential texts in any Indo-European language. It has also enhanced the religious and philosophical understanding of humanity by being one of the oldest and most profound texts in any spiritual tradition. It has also inspired many movements and leaders who have sought to promote peace, justice, freedom, and harmony in the world. The Rigveda is a remarkable and fascinating text that reveals the ancient wisdom and culture of India. It is not only a religious scripture, but also a literary masterpiece, a historical document, and a source of inspiration for generations of seekers and scholars. It is a living and vibrant text that continues to be recited, studied, and celebrated by Hindus and others around the world.